Well, I first started entrepreneurship like 2 years ago.
Okay.
So in the beginning, like 2 years ago, I was in college, Texas State. You know where that's at? Yeah. So I was in Texas State, and as I was going to Texas State, one of my friends was a personal trainer, and he dropped out. He was like older than me. He was like 26, and because I saw that, I started getting in that type of environment, and then I became a personal trainer. So I'd be driving to like Domain here, like training clients and stuff like that. And then from there, what happened was I was like, oh, I want to do this online. So then I started doing online fitness coaching, right? Yeah, so then I dropped out of college. I moved back to my parents' place, and they were pissed. These are brown parents, right? And yeah, I dropped out. I got my first online fitness coaching client. And then from there, like my YouTube started to get me calls booked and all that stuff. But then I pivoted into helping business owners with YouTube, right? And then I pivoted into that, got some few clients from there. And then I was still working at that time. I had hit 10K revenue at that point. But then I was like, you know what, screw this. Because I was still working. I cut my job. I quit both of them. I think at that time I had like 5.5K saved up, and then I just cut a flight to Miami. I said, fuck it, let's just see what happens. I had a suitcase, like those small Nike suitcases. I took like 7 boxers, 7 shirts, and like 7 things to wear. And I just went there. And from YouTube, I had a YouTube beta client who lived out there in Miami. So then I just crashed in his couch for 3 days, and then I got an Airbnb. And I had like pretty much 1 month of time to like make it happen. And at that time I had like 5.5K in the bank. And then I also created a credit card before I went. So I was in this coffee shop called I Think She Is in Miami. And I invested in a mentorship program. It cost 5K. So that's pretty much like all the money I had. And I was like, fuck it, let's just see what happens, So I bought that mentorship program. And then like I started learning, and then within the first month I did like 18K in deals. And then from there, like I started scaling it up, and then I learned how to do the system, right? And that was at that time when I didn't even have an audience or nothing like that. And then from there, I just performed so good. Now I became like the head of growth at that like entire program. So right now in the school platform itself, we're the top 3 earners of like the all-time leaderboard.